Hang on. Okay. There we go. Hello, everyone. I have a great show for you this evening. Today we're going to be talking about a man's responsibility. Lately, I see a lot of people upset, especially men, talking about men and women are both upset. But what I'm seeing from men is that they're saying, well, why should I even bother to get married? Why get married at all? It's not a good deal for me. It's just a good deal for the woman. And at face value, at a glance, maybe they're right. In some way, in some legal sense, they're right. If you don't want to have responsibilities, if you don't want to have to take care of anyone besides yourself, okay, if you want to be selfish and live like Peter fucking Pan, then you're right. Marriage is not right for you. It's just not. Marriage is reserved only for those men who are willing to step up and bear responsibility not only for themselves, but also for the people around them, which means their woman and their children. All right? And as you make more money, you can even provide for beyond that even as well. But let's just start with the basics, okay? For the men that go, well, this is just not a good deal for me. It's only because you just want to live your life solo, skirting all responsibilities because life's hard enough on you as it is, let alone you bearing responsibility for anybody else. But here's the thing. Nobody can respect a man that is unwilling to sacrifice for them and theirs. Don't you see? You get no respect if you're unable to shoulder responsibility. Okay? So when you make a commitment in marriage to somebody or to a family or whatever, then that is what gives you respect as a man. Nobody respects a man that is avoidant and unwilling to bear responsibility for others. Don't you see? If you're just a sniveling, selfish little Peter fucking Pan, nobody's going to respect you because there's nothing respectable about that. Don't you see? Don't you get it? So, when men go, well, there's just nothing in it for me, you're right. When you grow the fuck up, then and only then, and you decide to have children, then it becomes something that you should be honored to bear responsibility for. And that's it. And anything short of that is just you trying to live like a little teenage boy under your mama's roof with no responsibility for your whole fucking life. That's really what it is. A man provides, and a man takes care of the people around him. You see what I'm saying? And that means it goes beyond the cost of just providing for themselves. It goes beyond that. It's now providing for yourself and other human beings whom you bear responsibility for. And come hell or high water, you're going to take care. That's it. And if you don't feel like you should have to, you're a bitch. The end. There's nothing else to be said. It's just, do you want to be a man or do you want to be a bitch? You choose. Okay? Now, don't get me wrong. If you want to live your life for a while and not be committed to anybody or whatever, that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. But it shouldn't give you the right to string somebody along who wants that for themselves for 5 or 10 years, though. Because let me tell you something. If a man hasn't proposed to you in 7 years, he ain't never going to propose to you. It's just going to be dragging your ass along through the best years of your life for you to go, wait a second. How long have we been doing this? How old am I again? Oh, fuck. I'm having a crisis right now. And it's your fault. And for what? So you can live like Peter Pan for a few more fucking years? When is it time? You see what I mean? God, grow up. Hello, folks. Welcome back. So, when men are simply complaining about marriage not being for them, it's because they don't want to bear this responsibility and obligation for others. And then you're right, it isn't for you. Because you're the kind of person who's going to have to complain. You're going to complain the whole time that you were obligated to provide for your family. Great. Terrific. Sign me up. Get real. Hello, folks. Hi, guys. Okay, hang on. So, anybody that's complaining about that, I don't want to get married on paper. They just want to live like Peter Pan and drag you with them to Never Never Land, kicking and screaming. And just stay there forever, never growing up, never getting old. And is that what you want? You know what I mean? I heard in those books that when Peter Pan was really leading people to their death, it was just people flying out the windows. Don't follow Peter Pan, guys. All right? Hello, folks. Can you give us some more advice on how to get what we want from a man? Nuki asks. That is a great question. What would you like? What would you like from a man? Be specific. Don't make me guess. What would you like, Nuki? Money? Is that it? The general consensus is money? Y'all just want money? What about companionship? What about that eggplant? Huh? Nothing like that? Just money? Listen, folks. The way you get money as a man, from a man. If you're a woman trying to get money from a man, that's so easy. You just simply make the man feel useful and not used. I say this a lot. It's all about how you say it. All right? If you want money from a man, you just say, when he hits you up, hey, I'm sorry I can't see you tonight. I'm really behind on these light bills. This light bill, I can't pay it. I have to pick up a shift at work. I'd love to see you, but I have to pick up a shift at work. Now, if the man you're dating has got it, he's going to be like, girl, you don't have to worry about those lights. No, I'd rather you come see me. I'll take care of the lights. How much is it? $250? Okay. Done. And then you go, oh my God, you didn't have to do that for me. That's so sweet. You would take care of me like that? I find that so attractive in a man. You just got to make them feel useful. If you go, I need money for these bills, that won't work. It won't work. The men will feel used and they will be repulsed and they will say, no, let's go to work. Let me know when you're free. But if you're like, I'm not going to be able to make ends meet. I'm not sure what I'm going to do, but I got to go pick up some extra shifts at work. I can't see you. Pull back your time. Less available, the better. And if you do that, they will volunteer for you if they got it. If you're dating a man that doesn't have it, then you're already messing up. All right. But if they got it, you just got to make it seem like circumstances have befallen you that you can't get out of. You need a little cash to get by. And you're going to have to work extra and you're not going to be able to see as much. That man, through selfish reasons, will say, don't worry, baby, I'll take care of you. Venmo. And then they'll say, come on over tonight. And you go, oh my God, my hero. And that's how you do it, folks. All right? Be grateful. Because you never know, you got a new bill right around the corner. There's another one coming. You're gonna have to pick up extra shifts for them too. So be grateful, because you're gonna commit this ruse all over again in about 9 days. So show appreciation. You know what I'm saying? There's always another one coming. You know what I mean? I'm going to have to pick up another shift. I'm not going to be able to see you tonight. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm just so stressed out right now. I'm not sure. And if y'all are smart, y'all get ahead of it. You got to be like 2 weeks ahead of them bills, stressed out already. You know what I mean? You know how normally you're looking at those bills and it's like, oh, fuck, it's due tomorrow, and then you become stressed? Y'all start thinking ahead, all right? 2 weeks. Get 2 weeks ahead of them red letters or whatever. Be like, ugh. 2 weeks before the past due notice is there, you go ahead and pretend that you're past due today. Stay ahead of it. You know what I mean? So then you can sleep like a baby while you're working game. All right? That's how you do it, folks. Make them feel useful. That's how you do it. Simple as. That's it, folks. That's how you get money out of them. If you say, I need money, I need money, you're my man, I need money for my bills, I promise you, ma'am, you won't get anything. All right? It's got to be like I said. You're like struggling to figure it out for yourself, but you got it. Don't even worry. I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure it out. And then he's going to go, no, I got you, babe. I want to see you tonight. That's how you get it, folks. All right? That's right. Yeah, that's right. Russell, I'm so stressed over this Wi-Fi bill. Please. Exactly. Tell that to your man. And watch him come and swoop in and solve your problem. Like an angel. My hero. You guys got to bat your eyes at him like this. My hero. You would do that for me? Oh my God. No man's ever done that for me before. No man's ever done that for me before. Thank you so much. You better keep a game face on, because you're coming back in the same way 2 weeks from now. All right? Be grateful, folks. That's how you do it, folks. Make them feel useful. The moment you make them feel used, gone. All right? How do you make money? Girls, listen. Now, the way I make money now, I make money in a bunch of different ways. One of them is online. Right now, my latest project is I'm working with TikToks. I'm a TikTok shop partner. I work with them directly, corporate. And so what I do is I help people learn how to make money on the platform. TikTok shop, the shop right now, is crazy. Women are making money. You won't need a man if you're on the TikTok shop. It's like that right now. It's insane. Like people are selling, reviewing products like mop heads and kids' toys and candies and all kinds of shit. Y'all see it when you scroll. You know what I'm talking about. Women are making more money on there than their men are. It's insane. There's a woman right now making $700,000 a month on TikTok shop selling mops. Not even a joke. What? It's just a small creator. It's crazy as hell. That's what I do. So TikTok shop partner. I work with people that do that. If you want to learn how to do that, I have a link in my bio. I'm going to show y'all how to do it tomorrow. If you're down. If you want to learn how to make money reviewing products on your phone, y'all shopaholics like me. I'll show you. It's like QVC all over again. I'm doing it tomorrow night. Tomorrow at 5. Same time as this live. Tomorrow. All right? If you're interested in that, link in bio, okay? Sign up for that. I don't need a man, I want a husband. Should have been born in the 50s. Well, those two things can be synonymous. But you're right. Having just a man is not the same as having a husband. You're right. And you can have a man, you be dating a man for 5-7 years. Let me tell you. 7 years and he's not proposed to you, that's just your man for now. And if you got a man that's 7 years and he still isn't ready, if you're dating a man for 7 years and he's like, I'm not sure if I'm ready right now, or I'm not sure where this is going, or like I don't want to get the government involved, you're single. And you should strongly consider that as your reality. You are a single woman. So what you should do is hop in your car, drive on across town to your other boyfriend's house, and then tell him that, can you believe my other boyfriend doesn't want to get married to me? You're single. So tell your other boyfriend about it. If he doesn't want to propose, you're single. You should tell your other boyfriend. Talk about it over matcha. You know what I mean? That man doesn't want to propose to you, so tax filing says single. Therefore, act accordingly. All right? All right, folks. House tour. This is in a house. I'm in my penthouse right now in Hollywood. Top of the world, highest penthouse in the city. in this part of the city. That's the view behind it. That's Hollywood back there, FYI. Hello, guys. Can you sell on TikTok with low followers? Yeah. Literally, those people sell the best. People don't really buy from big influencers. They do sometimes, you know, if you're Jeffree Star or something. But like if you're just like a relatable person, you're like, yo, like check this thing out. I love this. I go by this every day. And you're like, you look relatable. People will buy shit from you from TikTok. It's insane. People are making so much money on TikTok Shop. It's stupid actually. So I make money in business. What I do is I sell commerce online. That's like my main thing. I have some talent rep stuff, but mostly it's commerce. So I work with TikTok directly on this. So I'm going to show you live seminar tomorrow, this time tomorrow. If you're interested, just link in bio. Somebody will be in touch, okay? Okay. Can you use it in Sweden? Yeah, some places in the UK, mostly US, Australia, Canada. Let's see here. What does it say about him when he has a girl best friend? That he secretly sleeps with sometimes, or that he used to sleep with? What does that say about you? Here's the thing. There are very few circumstances where it's appropriate for a man and a woman to be spending a long time together. You know what I mean? The birds do it, the bees do it. Maybe if they were like adopted and grew up in the same household and whatever, maybe they could grow up and be adult friends or something like that. But if your man is going to get drinks at the bar with Elizabeth, what are they doing? You know what I mean? What are y'all talking about? Oh, you got a lot of mutual interest, do you? You just catching up, are you really? You should put an AirPod in his pocket and listen in. What are they talking about? I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Be like a super spy listening in. What are y'all talking about? What's he meeting Elizabeth at the bar for? To get a drink or whatever? What are y'all talking about? I don't believe it. I just don't. Birds do it, bees do it, you know. What are y'all doing? Shaking hands? I doubt it. So, very few circumstances where that's okay. If they grew up step siblings, and then their parents got divorced and they became like just later friendly, acquainted or whatever, they like grew up together for a while, and then even then, you know what I'm saying? I've seen some of those adult sites. I know how this goes. I don't buy it. You need to put some spy equipment in his pocket. What are they talking about? I bet at some point they're up to no good, and you don't know about it, and you look foolish. Little secret covenant with their stepsister or whatever. It's crazy. Just, I don't buy it. You said the wizard Liz got cheated on? I didn't know that. I fuck with the wizard Liz. She's pretty. That's my type right there. I like her. But I saw she's dating a pretty average Joe. But I think he provides for her though. He did. Okay. Let's see here. Is it logic for me to be with a 34 when I'm... Oh, is it logical for me to be with a man who's 34 if you're 20? Listen, guys. If he's taking care of you, if he's providing for you, nobody cares. If he's paying for your bills or paying for your lifestyle or whatever, 34 is still young and handsome. If you're 20 years old, even if he's 54, who am I to judge? If he's taking care of your ass because your parents aren't or whatever, then that for some that might be a great deal. Maybe not for all, but for some that's a good deal. I'm not saying necessarily go that route, but some of y'all sleepy girls and don't want to have to do so much work, so you should date older. Some of y'all really are pillow princesses, and if you date really old, then you're not going to have to do so much work. So maybe that's a good deal for you, and maybe he'll leave you something. You ever think about that? Might be worth it. You never know. You gotta work your way into that will. Elbow your way in there. All right? Get past those children and ex-wife and everybody. Like that. Y'all can do that. You can do that. I know for sure you can do that. I love sleeping. See? Perfect. If you love sleeping, you should get you an older one. Guy in his 60s. You're in your 20s and you're sleepy. Get you a guy in his 60s. That's light work. I know your arms are getting tired. I know. Some of y'all got TMJ acting up. I get it. So, date older. Reap the benefits. Less work for you. Get you an older one. I know your jaw's sore. I know it is. Hello, folks. Where do you find a provider? You got to find them in the usual places. Think paywall. All right? Think membership fees. All right? Expensive ones. Be somebody's plus one where there's a membership fee. You know what I mean? That's where. All right? That's where. Okay. Not at Planet Fitness. If your membership fee is $24 a month, it's not there. All right? You need to make friends with somebody whose the membership fee is $50,000 a year. All right? And then go with them as their plus one to the whatever. All right? Beat your face. Let your hair down. Tweeze those damn eyebrows. All right? Get you an adjacent mirror and tweeze those damn eyebrows. All right? Some dry shampoo and a mini skirt. And get out there. All right? That's where. Not Planet Fitness. That's where, folks. I hope y'all listen. Let's see here. What are you talking about? Keep up, folks. You were sitting in this live, you don't know what I'm talking about? Maybe it's not for you. All right? What? I work 2 jobs. Yes, thanks for the gifts, guys. Let's see here. I work 2 jobs, and my fiance owns a business. Am I missing something here? No, not necessarily. Look, some of y'all, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with having a job. I was raised by a single mother. My mama had a business. She worked her ass off. 80-hour weeks. You know the type of jobs. More than that. 100-hour weeks. You work, you know? And she provided for us. She did. Long time. She had a very successful business because of her own fucking grit. And she provided for us. There's nothing wrong with having a job, especially if, as a woman, there's nothing wrong with having a job, especially if you're passionate about what you do. Say, for instance, you're a journalist, you're a news anchor, whatever. All right? But if you're just working to make ends meet, that's the kind of thing I would caution you about. Because if you're doing that and then you start dating a man who's perfectly willing to take some of your money, 50-50, you move into his apartment with him or worse, his house. You're going to be tricked by some man to come in and pay half of his mortgage, and you're just working to make ends meet. He's going to take some of yours. You get what I'm saying? You'd be better off just dating a man that is already providing for his own life, can also easily afford you because 2 can live for the cost of 1, And then he just says, you know what, honey? I don't want you to have to work and make ends meet. I just want you to be there for me. So, move in, quit your job, move in, take care of me, and I'll take care of you. And that's a good man. And you don't need to be super rich to do that, by the way. All right? But if he's working on some business and you got 2 jobs and you're just trying to keep it all together while he's trying to get his business off the ground, that might pay off. Might, or it might not. So, you get a short duration while you're still young. You know, if you want to have kids, don't let some man be working on his business for 10 fucking years and now you're unable to have kids safely. You get what I'm saying? Watch out for yourself, okay? There needs to be a mutual benefit in an equitable relationship. All right? Think about that. Hello. Hello, folks. Okay. Hang on. Let me just do something real quick on my other phone here. Sorry, YouTube. All right, we back, YouTube? Sorry about that, guys. How's that? Can y'all see me okay? Okay. Hello, folks. Okay, men don't... Sorry, you hear the siren behind me? It's always an emergency around here, apparently. Nice tie, thank you. We'll wait for the truck to go by. Hello, folks. Russell, my legs are shaved above the knee. That's funny. Good. They ought to be. Do you play the piano? Yes. Hello, guys. Why do you like the city so much? I love the city. I love LA. I've been here for a long time. I like the weather. I like the city. It's a fun place to be. It's good. Okay, let's see here. Which city? I'm in LA. Did I just say that? Okay. Russell, men don't approach me. Russell, men don't approach me. They're too intimidated. Any advice? You sure? You sure that's the reason they're not approaching you? You know what I think you should invest in? Get yourself one of those adjacent mirrors. Maybe there's something in your front-facing mirror that it's not telling you. And you need one of these out here. Maybe you got hair right there where it ought not to be and you can't tell this way. So you need to get one of these. Because the adjacent mirror is not your friend. Adjacent mirror will tell on you. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe the men are approaching you at angles that your front-facing mirror can't see. And you should get an adjacent one. Because then you're going to be equipped for when they come at you at different angles. You ever think about that? Maybe that's your problem. You don't know what you don't know. I certainly don't know. But if I had to guess, maybe you should have an adjacent mirror. Maybe you got hairs right here and you can't see them right when you're looking straight on. Do you ever think about that? Maybe they get close and you're scaring them away because you have a mustache. Think about that? I don't know. It's just a guess because what would I know about your life? Something to consider. Maybe you got a mustache. You ever think about that? Let's see here. I left my man of 7 years for a provider. Thanks to you and Shira. Yeah, I'm sure Shira would be happy you said that, actually. Yeah, that's a good idea. Because here's the thing. You get a choice in life, you know. And you date a man that's like, I don't think I should have to. I don't think I should pay these bills. I don't think I should have to work. You might get that sometimes. I'm going to get on with what I'm doing, and you're just going to have to shoulder the responsibility for the both of us while I work on my SoundCloud career. God, something like this. And you know, I'm going to fucking read the future here. I will predict that they're never going to get on. You're going to shoulder the responsibility until you've literally had it. You had it. And then you're going to go, I'm so sick of this man. I hate him. You're going to be having secret phone calls in the bathroom with your mom. He just won't get a job. I hate him so much. But you're going to be stuck in some fucking lease agreement or some bullshit. Is that what you want your future to be? You get what I'm saying? If you go on a date with a man that's like, I'll pay for mine, you got yours, right? That's going to be your future. For real. Do you think it gets better? Do you think that after y'all start dating seriously, or worse, married, that his generosity powers will unlock? Is that what you really think? Do you think they become more generous after the courtship is over? Be real. Let's be all the way real. I promise you they get stingier after the courtship. They're not going to be so generous after you get married. Yeah, right. Ha! They're not going to be any more generous than where they were when they met you. So, if they weren't abundantly generous in the first place, they're never going to later be abundantly generous down the line. I promise you. Is that what you want? Stingy? You know what stingy gets you? Well, do you? Stingy gets you 3-in-1 shampoo. Shampoo, conditioner, and face wash all in one. Stingy gets you bar soap. You want to be a bar soap family? Is that what you want? Miss 3-in-1 bar soap with offensive pores at the book club. You're just going to be showing up to book club with your pores like Pan's Labyrinth. I haven't got to that chapter yet. Is that what you want? That's what stingy gets you. You're going to be indoctrinated into stingy. And then you're going to be tricked and convinced that this is the way you're supposed to live. And then you're going to have children. And then those children are going to be tricked and convinced into how they're supposed to live. And then now they're going to victimize some other poor, unfortunate souls for generations. Whose fault is that? That's your fault. You did this. You bred with stingy, and you begot more stingy. And then now they're going to go out into the world long after you're gone, just breeding stingy into existence. Is that what you want? Because that's what you're going to get. And you're going to have to talk to St. Peter about this one day. It's going to be at the top of the list of all your sins. And you're going to have to explain yourself. Is that what you want? That's what you're going to get. You're going to be at the pearly gates justifying your actions because your whole family is now 3-in-1, and then now their families are 3-in-1 families, and their families are just using all the same bar of soap, and you're going to have to explain yourself. Is that what you want? That's what you're going to get, folks. You can stop it here. That's what happens. All right? You can stop it now. Let that stingy bloodline end. You don't need to be a part of that. Hello, folks. Oh, man. Okay. I was breadcrumbed by my own millionaire family growing up. It was breadcrumbs. Okay. Took me so long to learn. Well, now you're here. I'll teach you. Whole family tree is stingy. That's right. Okay. Let's see here. Why does a guy start talking to you when they know you aren't over an ex? Why are you talking? Listen, hold on. Why are you blaming him? Men are going to talk to you anyways. Men will date you even if you have a husband. What the fuck? Why are you blaming them? What you should be focused on is getting over your ex by getting under another man. All right? It's like an over and under, like sine and cosine. Y'all learn that in algebra? Sine, cosine. You got to balance it out. Over one by under another. All right? That's like universal harmony or some shit. All right? Balance it out. Over and under. All right? Lands you right there in the middle. All right? Got it. You got it. It's chess, not checkers. I think that's checkers. Hello, folks. Let's see. How do I distinguish between love bombing? Well, God, sorry. That was so fast. How do I distinguish between love bombing? Hold on, wait. How do I distinguish between love bombing or if they're genuinely providing? Hedge your bets. Here's the thing. Does it matter? You know? Until you're married, you're single. So if you have a couple of guys love bombing you, fine. Take what you can get. All right? If you got 3 men love bombing you, you're not going to be able to keep up with it anyway. It's all good. You'll just have 3 sets of flowers, 3 bouquets of flowers on the counter. Great. Y'all dating until you're married. Do you know what I mean? Accept the love bombs. Fine. Leave it at the door. All right? Hello, folks. Yeah, accept all the love bombs. Take them all. Sounds great. What else you got? Let's see here. Until you're married, you're single. That's right. 100%. A man will perfectly be willing to drag your ass on for years and years. Trust me when I say that. One Mac says, I love a felon with no money and no goals. Please wake me up. Are you hypnotized? Are you dickmatized, Mac? Is that eggplant got you digmatized? Wake up! I don't care how many neck tattoos or knuckle tattoos they got. You might love them today, but in just a few short years, you're going to hate that man for making your hair thin and fall out because you can't keep the lights on. You get what I'm saying? It's not worth it. If you have to worry about where you're going to go next because you can't keep these lights on, it's not worth it. It just isn't. Wake up. Okay. So what do you think is going to happen? You date a guy who's got tattoos and a criminal record. He's just going to be super Mr. Responsible. He's just going to suddenly start taking care not only for you and for... I mean, you know what? Some guys get rehabilitated. They might. But if you met him and he doesn't have a job, he's not working on anything, all right? And then you date him and he continues to not have a job and not working anything. And he doesn't have any goals for himself. And he's perfectly willing to let you take care of his ass. Where do you think this goes? Do you think that he's going to just become generous later? He's just going to he's going to work super hard and make a lot of money and become super generous later? Is that what you think is going to happen? Get real. Come on. Do you really think that? What do they say in Mexico? When love walks in the door, when poverty walks in the door, love flies out the window. It's hard to love a man that makes you struggle. It's hard to love a man that won't pull you out of the struggle. You get what I mean? If they're unwilling to help you or relieve your life and relieve some financial pressures from your life, it's hard to love that man long term. You start to go, what am I in this for? What are we doing together here? You get what I mean? How are you going to respect him if he doesn't help? You know? Life's hard. So, and life's, by the way, it's not just hard, it's expensive. And it just keeps getting more expensive. My God. So if you're going to date a man or set up shop in some man's life or vice versa, and he's not going to help you with some of this cost and frustration, you know, what's that for you? You're just going to end up stressed out. You're going to hate him anyways. And if he's not providing for you, and even if he the same guys, here, wait, let me say this again. The same guys that don't provide for you, never have, never will, are going to also blame you for their own lack of success. Mark my words. I'm going to predict the future. He's going to be living on your couch in the apartment or house that you rent or have a mortgage on. And he's just going to ride whatever opportunity you give him to stay there and just eat off out of your fridge, off your table every night. All right? And then in 5-10 years, when he still hasn't got on, he's going to then blame you for holding him back. Ha! Mark my words. You don't think that's true? You think that you helping him and taking care of him and paying his bills, making his motorcycle payment is going to make him grateful and appreciative of you? Ha! Yeah, right. No. What happens is that he always stays at the bottom because you make his life easier. All right? He still doesn't get to where he wants to be in his imagination, where all his potential lies. And then in a few short years, he'll blame you for his lack of success. Mark my words. Mark my words. I promise you, ma'am, he will blame you. Promise you that. It'll be your fault that his rap career didn't take off. It'll be all those nights of you sitting up with him while he's crashing out on your bed crying, literally crying. And then all those, and he's gonna reward you for all of those nights sitting up with him, consoling his fucking loser behavior, consoling him because of him being upset with his own circumstances because of his loser behavior. He's then gonna still blame you for it. You see, there's no prizes. There's no like, oh, she was there for me when I struggled and I still never got on, but I remember her being there for me. No, ma'am. Nope. He's going to have all of this frustration at himself that since he's never bore responsibility for his life fucking ever, he's just going to then just say, well, you're the reason then. Can't be me. Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid it's my own action, a consequence of my own actions. Heaven forbid that. It's not that. Of course not. It's gonna be because you held him back. You're the reason that he's unable to get on because you provided a roof over his head, food in the fridge, you worked overtime to keep these lights on, and his SoundCloud career never took off and paid off like he imagined it would. And then now you're to blame. I promise you. It's always that way. They never go, well, fuck, I really tried, but she was there for me during my try. No, wrong. They're going to not try that hard, not get anything because of who they are as a person, and then blame you fucking anyways. So, I caution you, ma'am, don't date anybody who's trying to get on. Wait at the finish line and date the winners. I don't care what anybody says. Be a gold digger. Lead with that. Tell people that. Yeah, I'm a gold digger. Do you have any? Because if not, why are we talking? Why are you talking to me? Get back to work. Let me know when you have some gold and then come back with your offering. Let me know when you got some and bring some gold with you next time. I need bullions at the table. All right? Bring them. If you don't have bullions, I'm not having it. No thanks. All right? I've never heard a case ever for women to not date people that already have money. That makes sense to me. Date the winners. Let the struggle sort itself out, and then just date the ones that already have gold at the end. All right? Tell them you're only accepting bullions from now on. From now on. I'll have gold bullions, please. I'm a gold digger. Now what? You still want me anyways. The men want you anyways. If you all, not joking, if all women demanded bullions of gold, all men would get it and they'd bring it. They'd bring you some. It's you weak ones. You hear that siren in the background? That's because it's an emergency. If you all demanded bullions of gold, they would all bring you gold. Do you ever think about that? What do you think they're out here working so hard for? All right? They want you anyways. So, from now on, say bring your gold with you. Bring it to the first date. All right? Just lead with that. Start it there from the beginning. I promise you, there is no virtue in dating poverty. There is none. Just date the winners. It's just better for everybody. It's so expensive. Having kids is expensive. Private school is expensive. A wet nurse is expensive. And you know my nipples are sore. So, you got any? You have gold to dig? We're going to need some. Bring it with you. Oh Oh, man. All right? Get you a man who can afford a wet nurse. Save your nipples. Trust me. You're going to need one. Bring the bullions to the first date. Mine are done. Well, that's because you, man, dated a man with no gold bullions. That's why. Now you got sore nipples. So, is that what you want? Is that what you're going to get? Oh, man. Hello, folks. What do you do? Okay, listen. I make money online. That's what I do. That's my business. I'm a TikTok shop partner. That's my latest project. 2025. I've now partnered with TikTok. I'm a corporate partner. What I do is I help bring people to the platform, and they make a lot of fucking money, especially on the TikTok shop. TikTok shop right now is a straight up gold rush. Layman's nobodies are making a killing because there's just not enough people selling on TikTok shop. You know those ads? You swipe in, and there's no ad. There's ads every fucking 3 videos. I buy stuff on the TikTok shop. I'm a sucker for some of those, and so is everybody else. And there's not enough creators. So people, regular folks, not influencers, regular Johns and Janes are making a killing on that platform. It's insane. What did Cher say? I don't need a man. I am a rich man. It's like that. They got moms on there making hundreds of thousands of dollars a month. It's insane. It's actually insane. You should look into it. It's crazy. So tomorrow at this time, I'm going to be doing at 5 o'clock. I'm going to do a presentation webinar, teach you how to do it. All right. There's a registration in my email. If you're interested in that, if you want to make your own money, whatever. Don't get me wrong, date the winners, no doubt, but always have your own way to make your own money. Because you don't want to be left high and dry. If somebody pulls the rug up from up under you and you're just left high and dry because they were providing for you and you have nothing to fall back on, that's no way to live. And right now, TikTok shop is a gold rush, straight up. It just is. It's just a new thing right now. The people are making a lot of cash. Selling toys and cleaning supplies and fucking makeup and just so much stuff. It's so easy. It's just a fast money grab at this time. Won't be like this forever. I don't know. But I'm working with TikTok. That's what I do. It's doing really, really well. So, if you want to get rich, real rich, I'm doing a free webinar tomorrow, 5 o'clock. All right? It's in my bio. 5 p.m. PST. Sign up, folks. I'll see you there. Okay? Anyways, that's my live. That's my time. See you guys. For some of y'all, if y'all do the TikTok stuff, see you tomorrow. I'll send you a link. My assistant will send you a link to the webinar tomorrow. I'll be there tomorrow. Then my normal show is on Thursday at 5. Thanks, everybody, for joining me. We'll see you again next time. Bye-bye. Bye, TikTok. I can just figure out how to stop this thing. There we go. All right. Bye, Instagram.